Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Best and Worst of Disneyland. I am here today, Tyler Crouch, joined by Katrina Manzoni and Tom Bell and Luella Michelle Loriola. I'm sorry, I knew I was going to screw it up eventually. But here we are. Today we are discussing the top 6 best music from the attractions in Disneyland. So,
according to me,
according to Tom, we take no. This is not. We take no responsibility.
Already, he's pulling the responsibility.
I told him I wouldn't do it, and then I did it. But no, we agree. I think I do agree with you on this. So
okay.
This is gonna. I want to tell everybody though. This is gonna challenge some people's ideas of what the best music in Disneyland is, which I'm okay with.
Especially my number one, I think.
You have it ordered, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get it straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your number one is for
number
best
one?
music in Disneyland?
We're starting at the top?
Let's start at
We
the
should
top.
go to the top of the bottom.
Okay, fine. Let's start at the bottom.
Countdown.
Let's start at the
All
bottom.
right, number 6, Casey Jr. Circus Train.
Okay.
So much fun. Just like the music goes with the ride, pumps you up.
Yeah.
Over the hill.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is really fun, and I do like how the ringmaster talks during the ride and everything.
Yeah,
and he kind of talks over it and kind of tell what is it? He just some joke about lions. And I'm totally into that. I'm totally into puns. So
I think I can.
I like
up
that.
the hill.
I think I can.
Yeah, it just makes you feel good, and for some reason, that music makes you feel like you're moving faster than you probably actually are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh yeah, we're speeding around the tracks. Casey Jr. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that one. All right, let's move on to the next.
Okay, good. Number 5, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Okay. Yeah.
Just the song that goes with it. It's just
Yeah. Yeah,
it gets in
merrily
your
on
head.
our way to nowhere in
Yeah,
particular.
it just gets in your head.
It does.
Well, and that's true of a lot of the dark rides.
Yeah.
But that one in particular, I think the song adds to the story and.
Yeah, I agree, and I think too it's kind of fun to hear the different kind of iterations of it because as you go through the ride, you kind of are hearing different kind of instrumentation of it. When you go through the Heck version, the Heck area.
Because we can't say that?
I don't want to say H-E double hockey sticks. I can't say that.
Because they don't use that on YouTube. No.
Listen, we don't want to get our ads pulled, okay? We don't know. But anyway, when you go through there, you can kind of hear a very kind of spooky version of it, and so I'm with you again, Tom. We're so far in agreement. Look at that.
All right, number 3, Alice in Wonderland, or Alice's Adventures in whatever you call it, but
yeah.
There's a couple different songs in there, but that one's fun, and with the music at the end, with the Marianne birthday over and over and over again as you're standing in the line.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sounds really nice too since they've redone that ride, and it really matches. I love the music in Alice in Wonderland, and
I just wish the wait wasn't so awful.
Yeah.
It is a low capacity ride. It was an older ride, but I agree. It's one of the, and the other thing is too, it's one of the best in Fantasyland.
Right.
That and Peter Pan, I would say, are kind of the 2 rides you really want to do in Fantasyland, and so the line makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one?
Number 3, Pirates of the Caribbean.
4.
Okay.
Countdown.
4. Oh yeah. Okay.
3.
Now it's 3.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 3,
Yeah.
yeah. 3, yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, a classic.
A classic
Yeah.
music, and just brings you into the attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you like to sing along with it. You go yo ho. Everyone just joins in. That's great music.
And even with the stuff they added with the music from the movie, it still fits in there.
I actually like when you go down, when you get to the pirate boat now, when you get to the boat and you can kind of hear the music from the movies swell up, and actually that's kind of a nice touch.
It still fits,
I think that actually is, that's less offensive to me than the Jack Sparrow stuff, but anyway. That's besides the point. That's a list for another day.
Right, yeah, exactly. Why did they do this to our why did they do this to our attraction?
Yeah. But anyway, so number 2, right?
Number 2, Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
And if we were doing a special holiday list, Haunted Mansion Holiday, of course, would be on it. But even the original attraction, just the music in there, especially the graveyard scene, so much fun.
Yeah.
Adds to the attraction, and again, you're singing it after you get off the attraction.
Right,
Yeah.
and one of the amazing things about it just kind of how they deliver that soundtrack to you when you're in the graveyard, and it's like, it's not just the same music playing from every direction. It's like, oh, over here you can hear this ghost, and over here you hear that ghost.
It's almost
and
like there's speakers in each of the ghosts.
There are. I mean, there basically are. So it's every ghost is adding to the overall soundtrack, and when you hear it from a distance, it all sounds like one. But when you get close, you realize that they're all singing separately.
And I love when the bus starts singing. You know, when the 4 bus, and it's you can remember it. You can't forget it. It's quite. It sticks with you.
Exactly. And for iconic as Pirates of the Caribbean is, the music in there, the Haunted Mansion music I feel like is even more kind of enveloped in the attraction. Like it kind of even more so is like a part of it with the bus, like you mentioned, and all the opera singers and everything. It's all, part of the story actually. So I think that is a must-have on that list.
Am I good on that one?
That is a must-have on that list. That is a must-have on that list. Okay, and our number one, the best music in all of Disneyland at any attraction. Sell it, Tom.
Iconic attractions.
I don't think we said iconic attraction.
No, but...
I mean, Space Mountain. I just ruined it.
You just ruined it. Space Mountain. That was
bad.
That was good. First of all, I love that attraction anyway, but the music on that attraction fits so perfectly with the movement of the attraction. It just pumps you up, gets your adrenaline going. I fight the urge to hum along with it, but I just love the way the music is with that attraction. It just, when it's Ghost Galaxy, it's just not the same.
Ghost Galaxy is that's the negative spot of Ghost Galaxy.
The Star Wars overlay was okay because of John Williams, but you can't fault John Williams. But that newest version of the Space Mountain soundtrack, it pumps you up. You know when you're going to go over those little bunny hills, and the music matches perfectly with it. I
think it feels like you're going faster, and you really feel like you're in space. You're flying. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. The music is great. I can listen to that in my car. I would love to have that recording.
I used to have it as a ringtone.
See, now me personally, I also appreciate the old version that was kind of like the surf rock.
Yeah.
I loved the surf rock. It was like surf mixed with space, which sounds like a weird combination, but it was great, and I miss that one personally. But I still do like the Space Mountain music, and I think it is one of the most iconic songs in all of the attractions in Disneyland.
Not number one though, right?
I you know what? I don't know if I'd call it number one, but I do think it is a great. I do think it is a great song.
It deserves to be on the list. Yeah.
I think it definitely deserves.
And if we were adding in DC attractions, it almost reminds me of the music for California Screamin' May It Rest in Peace. The same kind of feeling where the music goes along with the roller coaster.
It does go along, yes. I agree with that, because to me that, I don't want to get too far into it, but that music is not my favorite. Anyway, that's another list for another day. So we were talking about, some very honorable songs, and there's there's a couple maybe that we don't.
Okay, so I've got one honorable mention and one that everybody else thinks should be on the list, but I don't. Honorable mention was Mad Tea Party, the teacups, and just walking by that, you get that song in your head. But I couldn't put it on the list because I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? I did a fundraiser for Give Kids the World and rode that ride off and on for 6 hours. So I can't, in all good conscience, put it on my list.
Yeah, sounds like a personal problem, Tom.
Probably yes. I'm in therapy. And then of course the attraction that you all probably thought should be on the list, but I couldn't bear to put on the list was It's a Small World. And I will make my argument.
Please do.
The thing I love about the music, and people are going to disagree with me about this, is when they put the Disney characters in however many years ago it was, and there was a big hoopla about that. But they not only put the characters in, but they put little musical cues in that go with the characters. So you hear a little bit of of music from Aladdin or Pinocchio or Cinderella as you're passing those characters, and they integrated that so well that it's just awesome. Mm-hmm. But it's a small world, and Richard Sherman is still apologizing for it.
Wow.
So it's true.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm glad it's an honorable mention. Respectfully disagree that it should not, that it should be on the list, because yes, it can, repetitive. It can, can be like this worm in your ear. But I think for what the Sherman Brothers did, it's a fantastic song. Yeah. It's a memorable song. You hear it. It doesn't matter where you are. You think Disney. That's Disney. And but I do love the addition of the Disney characters in there. But I think even without the Disney characters, I think it's a fantastic song, fantastic ride that goes with it. And in the end, it's all about it being a small world, and we should all just get along. So it has great,
a great meaning,
and story. And
now you make me feel bad.
No. But
so put that as number one.
Put that as number one.
No, but I kind of see where you're coming from, Tom. I do. I get that when it worms into your head, you're just like, I don't like this right now because it's just stuck in here forever. But I also think that's also one of the reasons that maybe it is one of the top, because it can worm its way into your head. But I respectfully, I will respectfully take your list. I like it. I'm down with it. Yeah, so that's going to do it today for the best and worst of Disneyland. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, and thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with another episode soon. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.